Once I seen Beyonce posting pictures out the blue, I knew some shit was about to pop off. Beyonce don't post on Instagram, don't post really at all. But the moment she posts, y'all already know something's about to follow. And bam! What went ahead and followed? Another DOJ release files on them files. Yeah, another DOJ release on them files popped out. And guess who was on the list? Yup, y'all see it. Beyonce name was there, as well as her husband Jay-Z name was on this list being mentioned in the
The thing about Beyonce is she's guilty.
Jay-Z must be in full panic mode right now because the newly released Epstein Files have just blown the lid off one of the darkest and most disturbing rumors in Hollywood, the mysterious death of Cathy White. After Cathy allegedly became involved with Jay-Z, she suddenly died, and to this day, there are still more questions than answers. But here's where the story takes a shocking turn. Many people believe Cathy wasn't just a secret lover. They believe she was Beyoncé's hidden surrogate. Yes, the same Beyoncé whose baby bump appeared to fold on live television, sending the internet into a frenzy. From that moment, the official story started to unravel. And the only person brave enough to call it out publicly? Wendy Williams. She questioned everything, and not long after, she suddenly fell seriously ill. Coincidence? Or something much darker? Now, with explosive revelations pouring out from the Diddy trial and the Epstein Files, old secrets are resurfacing, and Hollywood's carefully built walls are starting to crack. At this point, nothing is off the table, and the truth might be far more disturbing than anyone ever imagined.
Obviously spooked out right now, and it's crazy to see because it's like, did we see how he reacted when those people were outside trying to interview him, ask him questions, and he was so terrified that they were going to ask him about Epstein? And I just think it's so funny. I'm like, who is on payroll? Because nobody asked him the hard questions ever. Like, I never see these questions being asked, but it's all over social media, the news.
When the Epstein Files were finally released, they didn't just expose millions of shocking documents, they came with a massive twist. Along with the files, the DOJ dropped a list of names connected to the case, and right there in black and white, Jay-Z's name appeared twice. Then, almost immediately, Beyoncé's name surfaced too. And the internet exploded. Within hours, Nicki Minaj posted a photo of Cathy White with the chilling caption, "Say her name." That single post sent shockwaves through social media. But Nicki didn't stop there. She doubled down, strongly implying that Jay-Z may have played a role in Cathy's death alongside another woman, because he allegedly didn't want his connection to them coming to light. Now, sources are claiming that over 3 million unreleased Epstein documents may still contain information linking Jay-Z directly to Cathy White. For years, most people had no idea who Cathy White even was. But just because the public didn't know her doesn't mean she wasn't deeply connected inside the industry. After graduating from Howard University, Cathy moved to Los Angeles, where she worked as a publicist. She also dreamed of building a music empire, even registering Karanahan Music Group LLC as her company. According to her IMDb bio, she was a model, screenwriter, songwriter, and talented singer. Cathy wasn't chasing fame, she was chasing power behind the scenes. Her circle included well-known industry names like Nicki Chu and Claudia Jordan, but unlike most aspiring insiders, Cathy avoided the spotlight. She made very few red carpet appearances and preferred to move quietly. And maybe there was a reason for that. Because out of nowhere, a blogger named Hollywood Street King brought Cathy directly into the public eye by exposing her alleged long-term affair with Jay-Z. And here's the part that shook everything.
Beyonce recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled. Hold on. As ridiculous as it sounds, you know I did my research and we've got the video to prove. Hold on. So people started questioning, was this baby bump real or fake? Now, being a woman who, I had my baby bump, many of you have had baby bumps, I never remember my baby bump squat. Just take a look at the video. Okay, so here's Beyonce and she's walking out and everything is fine, she's 5 months pregnant. Then she sits down and, okay, now we're gonna rerun it until you see it. Let's do it in slow motion. You'll notice she's either giving birth to a frisbee or Stewie from Family Guy. Look at the shape. Look, do you see? There it know. I was on bed rest the whole time. I'm not exactly sure. But I can tell you, when I would get out of the bed and sit up at a kitchen table, I wouldn't be able to sit like that. Like, I was so concerned about my back and the baby. Even at 5 months, you know, I sat like this, right? Well, look, Beyonce has denied these rumors, saying that they're stupid and they're ridiculous. And, you know, there've also been words that, well, she took a picture in a bikini. It's on the internet. Okay, take a look at the picture. Okay, be very clear. Then I'm pregnant too. I mean, anybody who's had a good smothered pork chop or a good burrito, girls, come on, we all get this. Morel, my makeup artist, can make a good one. Right, Morel?
The relationship reportedly began long before Jay-Z and Beyonce were ever married. At first, people dismissed it as another clout-chasing rumor. But once the internet started digging, the receipts came flooding in, including photos and eyewitness accounts placing Cathy and Jay-Z together in Las Vegas. Sources claimed she may have even met Jay through Claudia Jordan. The story gained even more traction when Jason Lee of Hollywood Unlocked reportedly confirmed the details through insiders close to Jay-Z himself. The backlash was instant. Cathy wiped all her social media and completely disappeared, only to quietly return to Twitter in 2011 under a new username. According to her profile, she had relocated between New York and Los Angeles for work. But she never got the chance to enjoy her new beginning. On September 1st, 2011, blogs suddenly reported that Cathy White had died from an aneurysm at just 28 years old. The timing raised eyebrows immediately. Friends said they had just seen her days earlier, and she looked perfectly healthy. Even more chilling? Her death came just days after Beyonce announced her pregnancy with Blue Ivy on August 29, 2011. Then came the moment that changed everything. During a live television interview, Beyonce's baby bump visibly folded and crumpled, sparking massive speculation online. Many viewers insisted that at 5 or 6 months pregnant, bending forward like that would be nearly impossible. The footage fueled rumors that Beyonce wasn't actually pregnant and that Cathy White may have been the secret surrogate. Even Wendy Williams publicly questioned the inconsistencies at the time. And now, with the Epstein Files, the Diddy trial revelations, and old industry secrets resurfacing, people are once again asking the question no one wants to answer. What really happened to Cathy White?
Beyonce's pregnancy is a way of keeping Jay-Z's alleged mistress away. Beyonce is going to use a surrogate so she can maintain her body, but they're going to play it off like it's allegedly, you know, that they gave birth. First one to say this, and you remember, because wait, I haven't said it yet. Watch. It's going to be an at-home water birth in the master bathroom. There are going to be 3 people there. Beyonce, Jay-Z, and her mother, Miss Tina. Wow.
Wendy Williams might not have been entirely wrong when she pointed out that only a small number of people were present during Beyonce's delivery. Multiple reports claimed that the birth was kept under extreme lockdown. But the truth, according to insiders, was even more shocking. It wasn't a quiet at-home birth like Wendy suggested. Instead, rumors swirled that over $1.3 million was allegedly paid to secure an entire hospital floor just to guarantee complete privacy while Beyonce gave birth. Yes, an entire hospital floor. This level of secrecy instantly raised eyebrows. According to reports, other women who were scheduled to give birth that same day were moved to different areas of the hospital, while their newborns were allegedly kept on the same floor that had been reserved exclusively for Beyonce. The question everyone started asking was simple: why would anyone need that much privacy for a normal delivery? The extreme security only fueled more suspicion, pushing people to believe that something far bigger was being hidden. And then came another disturbing detail. Journalist Liz Crowan later revealed that she had been one of the last people to speak directly with Cathy White, discussing the possibility of doing a story on her alleged relationship with Jay-Z. But when Liz reached out again to follow up, she was met with devastating news. Cathy was already dead. The timing, the secrecy, the silence. Each piece only added more weight to the growing belief that Cathy White's story and her death was far more complicated and dangerous than anyone ever imagined.
Would consider telling her story to me on the record, which implied to me, obviously, that if she was willing to tell her story about Jay-Z, that it was indeed true that she was having an affair with him. So So that was pretty much it. That was the last time that I talked to her, and I was, under the impression that she was very strongly considering talking to me and telling me her story about her affair with Jay-Z.
When Blue Ivy was born, there was never any doubt that Jay-Z was her father. But many people couldn't ignore the striking resemblance between Blue Ivy and Cathy White. That similarity fueled one of the darkest rumors of all, that Cathy had become pregnant and was quietly removed from the picture once the baby was born. According to Hollywood Street King, Cathy had allegedly called Jay-Z and told him she planned to go public with their relationship for the right price. But just months after that reported phone call, Cathy suddenly passed away. And now, with the Epstein Files shedding new light on how carefully powerful figures cover their tracks, the internet is convinced that Cathy may have been viewed as a dangerous loose end. What makes this even more unsettling is the pattern people believe they're seeing, that individuals who publicly clash with Jay-Z often seem to meet tragic or mysterious fates. And Cathy, unfortunately, became part of that conversation. Some have even compared her case to other shocking industry deaths, claiming there's a long history of powerful figures allegedly silencing threats to protect reputations and empires. Add to that the extreme secrecy surrounding Beyoncé's hospital delivery, including the alleged shutdown of an entire hospital floor, and many believe that enormous effort, influence, and money were used to keep certain stories buried. Journalist Liz Crowan later stated that she was certain Cathy had allegedly passed before Beyoncé announced her pregnancy at the MTV Awards that night. Which raises another chilling question. Why was the public date of death reported days later? Was it coincidence or something more strategic? At the end of the day, these are serious allegations, disturbing coincidences, and unresolved mysteries that continue to haunt the internet. The truth remains hidden behind sealed files, powerful connections, and unanswered questions. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think really happened to Cathy White? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and I'll see you in the next video.